Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Bible Verse Breakdown. Let's consider the verse for today, which is Matthew chapter 3 verse 10, where John the Baptist stated, "And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the trees. Therefore every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire." So when John the Baptist said, "And now the axe is laid unto the root of the trees," he was prophesying the judgment which was to come on the Pharisees, the scribes, the religious system of the Jews, essentially. God Almighty was at this point fed up with what the Israelites and the Jews had been doing with his covenants all the while. They'd forsaken it, they'd played the harlot, they'd done every abominable thing God could have ever imagined, according to Jeremiah chapter 3, Isaiah chapters 1 to 3, and many other places all over the scriptures. And he just wanted to get rid of it now. And that was what it means. The axe is laid to the root of the trees, meaning that the whole thing is being cut down. And at the time that John the Baptist was saying is, the religious people were the Pharisees, the scribes. Those are the people who everybody looked up to. And when Jesus Christ came, he now pronounced judgment on them. And in Luke chapter 19, from verses 41 to 44, where he was like, "Only if thou hast known the things which would make for thy peace, but now they're hid from thine eyes." And then he began to explain the judgment, how they were going to be surrounded and eventually destroyed. And in AD 70, that judgment actually took place. Jerusalem was surrounded by the Romans, and then even though the Jews tried to fight with their armies, it didn't work. Titus, with his army, eventually took the whole place over. The temple was destroyed, and that Jewish enterprise and the glory that came with it came to an end. That fulfilled every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit. That is, anything that does not achieve what God wants. So with the Pharisees, they did not please God. They were in fact working for the devil. According to John chapter 8 from verses 40 to 44, it was eventually hewn down and cast into the fire. It was judged. Now, the statements of John the Baptist also became prophetic for our time because Jesus Christ is that axe, according to Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 20, where God said through Jeremiah the prophet, "Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms." And the trees here are institutions and people who do not represent what God wants. Those trees that do not bring forth good fruit. For example, the way leadership has been used by Satan the devil to oppress people, especially with the kings and the princes who have now been taken down, and other forms of leadership that have oppressed humanity and have prevented people from serving God the way God wants to be served. According to Isaiah chapter 43 verse 21, Jesus Christ as king, according to Psalm chapter 21 verse 3, has returned to hew down those people. Spiritual institutions that don't represent what God wants are also being hewn down in a similar manner, according to Revelation chapter 18 from verses 2 to 4. And Jesus Christ is going to subdue all such who oppose his will, according to 1 Corinthians chapter 15 from verses 24 to 28. In other words, the gospel is being preached in our time concerning this matter, according to Matthew chapter 24 verse 14. "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." Those who respond negatively to the gospel, such as those spiritual institutions and leadership that I've been discussing earlier, they will be hewn down based on it. Those words that are spoken by the apostles and the words of Jesus Christ himself thousands of years ago, those will now go to judge people. "He that rejecteth me and receiveth not my words hath one that judgeth him. The words that I have spoken, the same shall judge him in the last day." That is John chapter 12 verse 48. And we can see that now the words that Jesus Christ has spoken have begun to take on such institutions and people who do not decide to listen to the King Jesus Christ, and now they're beginning to be judged by that. Rather, we should respond positively to the gospel and live as a good citizen of the kingdom, because that's how we will not be cut down, but rather we will be spared and will inherit the world to come, according to Matthew chapter 5 verse 5, Matthew chapter 13 verse 43, Daniel chapter 12 from verses 1 to 3, and many other places all over the scriptures. It's important we understand such prophecies because that's the only way we'll be able to stand before the Son of Man, according to Luke chapter 21, verse 36. And that is where I'm going to stop on discussing that verse, Matthew chapter 3, verse 10, which once again reads, "And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the trees. Therefore every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire." If you learned something new today, share it in the comments and give this video a like and subscribe. And hit the notification bell because we make videos like this from time to time. And I don't think you'd want to miss any of them. Have a good day, and God bless you.